Shep, trivia time. Do you
Okay.
know the second part of the famous quote, "Go West, young man"?
Absolutely, Greg. Show me the money.
Well, that's the way they talk about it in Seattle. Extra Time is hitching a wagon and heading west next. Welcome to Extra Time, everybody. I'm Greg Lawless alongside Shep Messing as always. Part one of this week's show, it's the setup. We're going to be heading west of the mighty Mississippi this week. Later on Wednesday, we're going to preview the Western Conference teams. On Thursday, our predictions. But today, we'll take a look at some of the current events going on in the Western Conference. Shep, first, your general thoughts about the West. You know, they've struggled in recent years compared to the East. Last week, you talked about coaching. What about the coaches in the West right now? Are they shifting that dynamic at all?
Yeah, Greg, I think the dynamic is shifting, and I think in general, the Western Conference is going to do very well this year. You look at Bruce Arena, Siggy Schmidt, Frankie Yallop, Jason Kreis, Dominic Kinnear. Who am I leaving out? I mean, Preki.
Right.
Preki as well. So I think it's going to shift. And when you look at how many of MLS Cups have been won by those coaches that are now in the West, I think it's 8.
Yeah. As coaches, you're right. 8 MLS Cups total as coaches. And Preki, he won one as a player, right? That counts too. Well, obviously, one coach that does tip the balance, you mentioned Bruce Arena. The David Beckham deal is done. Bex is coming back to LA mid-July. This is it's been going on for a long time. He's going to be with AC Milan until their season ends. Then he'll start training on July 1, Bruce Arena said, and he'll start playing on July 16th, the first game away to New York. What are your thoughts about all this?
Yeah, if I'm the LA Galaxy and Bruce Arena, I don't get it. Having said that, Bruce Arena is the best man to handle this situation. If it's anybody else other than David Beckham, does Bruce Arena leave him on the bench? What if LA is doing well? Does he bring him in as a second-half substitute? Again, Bruce Arena is going to make the best out of a difficult situation.
Well, Arena obviously has experience with this. He benched Marco Echeverri his first year in MLS in '96 when he wasn't doing it. Some of the fans in LA, though, let's talk about them for a second. They are going to boo David Beckham. We've seen it on the blogs and even gotten some emails about that. And also the question of the players. What's going to happen in the locker room when they get him back?
Well, here I'll go the other way because David Beckham, from all accounts, is a class, hardworking, great
He's
team
always
guy.
proved that, yes.
And he's always been that in the locker room.
Right.
Not affected, not ostentatious. So I think in the locker room with the guys, David Beckham is going to be great, as he always has been over the history of his career. It may be similar to when he left Real Madrid to come to the Galaxy, where the coach said, "I'm not using you anymore." And then he said, "Wait a minute, I need to win," and he used Beckham.
Well, that's true. Well, chemistry is going to be a big thing for LA. They're also going to be getting Landon Donovan back. That was announced. He's with the team again. And also announced a friendly with AC Milan at the Home Depot Center on July 19th, which maybe makes up for some of the distractions that are going to be coming. Well, across the hall at the HDC, Chivas USA got some good news this past week. Cuban striker Michael Galindo made his debut in the preseason. After a 2008 season that was marred by injury, only 10 games played, 1 goal, he's back. And Shep, this is really important for them considering that Ante Razov is out for another month after ankle and knee surgery.
Greg, I think Galindo is a critical part of what Chivas does. You look to 2007, he was an electrifying player. He's back now, but the real issue is, can he stay healthy? He's really been very brittle.
Well, if he can stay healthy, he might get back 12 goals in 2007. That'd be important for the Chivas attack. Elsewhere in the West, the Houston Dynamo were bounced from the Champions League. And Shep, you watched this game. They really looked awful. What do you make of this result?
Well, Greg, I don't know that you could put that much merit into it because obviously Houston is in preseason form. Yeah, they were missing in the second leg of the tie against Atlante both Eddie Robinson and Bobby Boswell in the central part of the defense. Wade Barrett got beat with the ball over the top. I don't think you could judge Houston based on this performance.
And Julius James made his debut for Houston. It should be an asset in the back with his speed. We'll preview all the teams in the Western Conference in our next segment, so join us.